Hello everyone, it's John and it's Pippin, who never ever says much. Do you? No, he's not a happy man. I spent all last night giving him a brush, and you would, yes, I know you don't think much of that, do you? No, he did not think much of having been brushed. Poor little man. Hey, you don't think much of being brushed because he has such a thick and unyielding coat of hair. It's a problem. It really is. But the problem is he looks beautiful when he is at this stage, when he's nice and shaggy, because he really does look like what he is, which is I guess either a Maltese or a Shih Tzu, whichever you'd like to think he is. The Border Collie, I think, is just the colour, the black and white, because when I get him shorn, he's clearly a totally different puppy. He really is. Well, he's not a puppy anymore, really. He's nearly 5. And, for me, during these rather unpleasant times, honestly, he's been the one and only constant for me. And I guess that's what I'm here to talk about. How's everybody coping? Can't say that I'm coping very well. It's a rather unpleasant business of the social isolation, and I guess it's in many respects generational. Not sure. Maybe it's just the way that I were educated, or the way that I don't know, was brought up. But I view things from a very pragmatic, or it's a hard way. Once again, I never script anything that I talk about. I just run rampant and see where my videos take me. But for me, social interaction is, I guess, important, even though in many respects I hate it, due to the fact that it brings so many problems for me. And but yeah, it seems to be that everybody wants to do everything online now, and a lot of people are using the pandemic as an excuse to not have to socialise with you. Yeah, I found that to be the clincher for not interacting with you. Oh, no, sorry, pandemic. Don't wish to run the risk of being plagued by you. Yeah, plagued, yes. Yes, plagued indeed. Plagued with your personality, plagued with your presence. It's a sad thing. The older I'm getting, the fewer and fewer are my social interactions becoming. And that's because I'm either outliving everybody, that the few people I do know have moved away, that people have decided to become idiots and have decided that their political views have made them impalatable to me. And that's the thing that really annoys me more than anything else. Yes, I started rambling and becoming far too grumpy. So this video has been cut and I've inserted another bit. Oh, hello, he's risen. He's like a whale from the deep. He appears and he disappears. What are you going to do now? Did you? No? Oh dear, he's grumpy. He's a grumpy chap. just like his master. Well, actually, no, he's not grumpy. Actually, he's a very happy boy, aren't you? Says, yes, Dad, I'm very happy. Yes, he loves his dad. But yeah, I'm really getting to the point now that I'm not seeing much need to do any gaming. I'm actually walking away in many respects from my hobby. And I can see a lot of people going, oh, yee-haw, I can get into John's collections and start buying stuff off him. And of course, he said he doesn't want it and he's walking away. He's got so much nice stuff. I'm gonna make a killing. Well, sorry, you're not getting anything. So don't even think of coming and taking stuff or asking for stuff. Yeah, because I just am annoyed. It might pass eventually, but at this stage, I'm just finding that with the pandemic, that people are using it as an excuse to not socialise, and that's the thing that really annoys me more than anything else. They don't have a good enough reason to not come round. Like my D&D group have recommenced, because we here in Queensland, we can have up to 10 people meet. So, which is good, for me. So we meet fortnightly. So for 26 days out of 365 days in a year, I get some social interaction with people. Yeehaw! That's wonderful, isn't it? Doesn't do much for the other 339 something days in the year, does it? Yeah, mental arithmetic's not my best. But yes, it doesn't do a lot when you find that people use reasons to continue to exclude people from their lives. And the thing is, the older you get, you're going to find that this is going to become more and more obvious and more and more frequent. So while you may be young, and this is, I guess, aimed at those younger people, you may think, oh, this'll never change. I've got lots of friends. Well, hey, listen, I had lots of friends back in the 80s, and I thought things would never change. Well, they do. They do. Life moves on. People change. I change. I had my first breakdown back in the 80s. And of course, back then, nobody was prepared to accept mental illness back then. And consequently, they shunned stigma. And, so consequently, I withdrew and suffered accordingly. So, the community and and people are literally a mob of bastards, and they always will be, regardless. So, it's things are no different. So it's just getting worse, to be honest. So I'm just stepping back. I'm just going to keep putting up some videos of what I do. Even solo gaming now is not giving me much. I'm reading an occasional book. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, to be quite honest. There's not a hell of a lot to entertain me. My wife annoys me, I guess, which gives me something to stay focused on. But she's got her own problems, and I need to keep an eye on her to make sure she doesn't go off and do something stupid. She's supposed to keep an eye on me, but I'm afraid she's off with the fairies more times than I am. So So I guess it's just this little man, hello, who's my favourite. So, you know, and my children, well, they've got their own lives to live, and I don't want my children having to be their parents' keeper like I was. Oh, look, I don't regret having to be my parents' keeper. And I think children have a responsibility to look after their parents when they get older, in their later lives, but only in their later lives, not when they're, you know, say my age now and still able to sort of potter around, but, you know, when they're 80 or 90 or whatever, and they dearly need to be looked after. But yeah, anyway. All right, well, look, I've rambled on. I've no idea what I've really talked about in this video. Who knows? I'll see what happens if it comes to the cutting room floor and this actually goes to air. So anyway, yeah, isolation. Still the same. Still mad. Still got my little man. He potters along. He helps. So anyway, look, everybody, take care. I'm just fed up. Fed up with everything. Fed up with people. I'll just keep pumping out some videos occasionally, mainly of my collection. Probably my little man here, going for walks, maybe, not as long as we're still able to walk. And so till next time, signing off, the Honourable John.